Hey everyone, welcome back to more Menace from the Deep. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So this is an Abomination run, which I've made it to the last zone. So this is the new zone that's been added with the DLC. And as you can tell, things are a bit odd here. We don't have to worry about gas, as you can tell, so that's not really an issue. We've got lots of monsters to fight. There's very little other things to do other than just fight stuff, and occasionally the mysterious organisms let us heal. We do get elite foe fights. There's an unknown there, and a merchant. Actually, the merchant is still hanging out in this area, which is pretty bizarre. So this deck that I'm playing as is primarily one that focuses on changing form. So we have cards that only help me in monster form, or I can only play in human form, but I've also got cards that let me switch forms in addition to my ability. And then we've got quite a few things upgraded. So we have some interesting stuff, like some bonuses if we're in a certain form. We have a way to get some insight back, which is very nice. We have block only if we're in human form. We've got attacks that are only if we're in monster form or do extra damage in monster form. We've got these attacks that do damage and then switch us to monster form. We've got an attack that does a bunch of damage and then switches us back to human form. We've got all kinds of goofy stuff like that we're playing around with. So it's been interesting playing as that. So we also have the ruby ring. So if I don't use actions, we get some health back. We've got some extra health. Kill somebody, we get extra energy, so we can play more stuff. We start with a couple aura, and we draw extra cards every turn. Well, one extra card every turn. Lots and lots of relics. We're not going to go through all of them. We get block. Geez, I'm trying to remember like what all. We are immune to poison, so we do have that. So that's a pretty important thing. We occasionally get some bricks we can throw at people if we get a little bit of healing here and there. We draw some extra cards here and there. All that kind of good stuff. So we are immune to bleed and to poison, so that will help us out hopefully here. We'll see how it goes. So let's just jump on in. I think we do want to eventually get to the merchant. I'm also curious about the unknown here, so let's just fight whatever and get to the unknown and see what that is out of curiosity. Been going really well with this, just doing tons and tons of damage, trashing my enemies as we advance through fighting stuff, but there are some really tough enemies here. Alright, we got 4 to start with. Not great. So we do start off softening up a little bit. We've got spikes to start with. We are starting in monster form this time, so this guy does blow up and do damage. These guys heal every turn. They also do damage back, so we probably just want to deal with a lot of poison with them. Alright, so we have some options. None of them are particularly fantastic, I think, though. So let's go ahead. Yeah, let's get some poison armor going. I'd kind of like to... There's a few things I'd like to do, but not all of them are going to work. I really would like to kill you first, probably. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's a kind of a shame if I don't do some damage here, so we could hit you with something. We could even give you poison first. I feel like it's kind of a waste, but you know what? Let's do a truck ton of damage to you. Let's get out of monster form, so we're probably going to take less damage. Hoping I end up in human form. There we go. So that's not too much damage to take. I can kind of live with that for the moment. Pick up a ton of dexterity there. Thanks. They are going to start hitting stronger. Okay, we do have some ways to get some poison. So these guys are now hitting me for 20. That is absolutely bonkers. We are in monster form, so that's part of the problem. If I can kill you, we get action points back, though. So, do I want to buff my strength before we throw some stuff around? Sure. Let's hit you with a brick, which will nearly kill you, and then we can definitely kill you. Now, we probably want to focus mainly on some defense, but I wouldn't mind getting some poison going as well. So we can automatically switch to human form here. Do that. That leaves me 1 left. Do I want to do a hit first or get the evolution going? These guys do damage me if I hit them, so I kind of feel like just not hitting them is kind of what I want to do. So yeah, let's do this. Let's throw a bunch of poison out there. More random poison. Have fun with that. I still have a lot of damage coming in. We'll get the evolution going. I will get a little bit from this. Let's give myself some extra block. I do regenerate every turn, so we'll just take a little bit there. Save the other block for when I really need it. Downgrading my cards, not nice. I think my aura is already all gone, so the protection I had from that is toast. Yeah, give me some insight, thanks. So, in this form, I've lost access to a few things. We could change form. Let's see what happens if we change form. Alright, we're in human. Okay. Do this. Sure, why not? Because some of this will carry over. Let's try to get to monster form. No, I'm not going to burn too much, like it's tempting. Yeah, we end up just back in human form. Okay, fine. Give me some dexterity. Plan to regenerate. And I can get a good hit out on somebody. You're kind of the obvious target here, buddy, so let's do that. Get a sharp tongue. We might as well hit you with that, too. Okay. Yeah, when they go invisible like this, we do less damage to them. We did get a vulnerable off on them. We're in monster form, so we can do a lot of damage if we want to. I think that's kind of the plan. So, ideally, we don't want to burn too much in the way of action points. You attacking me, you are attacking me, so taking you out is probably a good idea. This does 10, this is also 10, so it doesn't really matter. We'll get the XP. Alright. Them attacking me, I do have the spikes, and I do have the toxic, so they will be taking poison damage, getting poison damage going. We could do a big attack. I've got all the block I need, honestly, which is a bit surprising. So I should probably just do damage. So it doesn't really matter too much who I hit, it looks like. Just doing a lot right now. Let's go ahead and go for the leap. Do a truck ton of damage with that. We end up back in human form. Fine with that. Yeah, it's hit me multiple times. That's a wonderful idea. Alright, we're back in demi-human form. Okay. No attacks incoming. Give me some block. We do have my Predator, which is interesting. We could throw out a bunch of attacks. We could do some random poison. We could brick and random poison and hit people, so yeah, maybe we'll do that. Let's throw out some random attacks, see what happens. Okay, we got a kill. In which case... yeah, we'll just poison you a bunch. And... I can get some regeneration right away, but we're fine. Fine with that. So as we change form, we can plan with every time we go human, we get more humanity. Every time we go monster, we lose. So we need to kind of something to kind of keep an eye on as we're playing too. Things I can manipulate. Still have 20 block left over. Nice. All right, flies. We're nice and poisoned, so we can just kind of go crazy here. I really don't see much point in just not leveling you. Let's start with the killer instinct. Use my sharp tongues. That'll kill you. Do I want to play anything else? Let's do this just for the XP. Alright, slaughter. Lost 1 HP, not a big deal. Consumable, 20 damage, nice. Okay, we level up our boiling blood, so we get more strength if we're in monster form there, that's about it. Another card. I can get rid of a couple, or we can avoid a couple. This is honestly not terrible, but the 2 cost makes me hesitant. I do have 1 Swamp Ambush, and I find it hard to use them, so I'm actually going to reject these. Not a big fan of any of that. Okay, let's check out this unknown. I'm assuming it's going to be a fight, an elite fight. Okay, it's just a fight. It seems like this zone, you're just kind of fighting constantly. Alright, we're in demi-human form. We could switch, which, maybe worth doing. Let's see what we end up with. Human form. While we're human, we could get a bunch of dexterity. Let's get some dexterity. Let's take some block. Give me more dexterity. I'm going to put monster form so we can get a big hit on somebody. You got a parasite, so it's targeting you. Give me strength, yes, attack me more. Okay. We could go into monster form because we've got the roar. We've got a way to get out of it later, if we want to avoid that. We could just poison people. You're not attacking me, but you're an easy target to potentially kill. So let's do that. The roar, unfortunately, just kind of hits random people. Let's send it. Okay. We do have a lot of attack coming in. Let's get out of this form, so we're taking less damage. And we'll get some block. Still taking some damage. Let me go ahead and just mitigate that. At least most of it. Gives us a space for something else we can pick up that's consumable. We could use my throwing knife. It's not going to kill you, though. So we'll hold off. Nope, forgot about my shell. I picked that up recently. So I am going to just kind of get through this without a problem. Alright. Is that no attacks coming in? That is no attacks coming in. Okay. Definitely want to make sure we get our insight. Well, I suppose we might as well just tear you apart. It's not quite enough damage. Let's kill you that way. We get a little buddy. So you're next. Just keep building up attacks. I don't have any poison on there. I don't have any way to give you poison at the moment, so we'll have to live with it. Just do a ton of damage. And kill you as well, apparently. I guess we'll just block. Alright. That went very well. Yeah, we do a ton of damage with this particular build and this character. Okay, we do have a way to do a lot of poison here, which might be the way to go. Yeah, let's just give me some armor and toxicity. Nice. Get some insight as well, and we're going to go swarm, which is just going to dump a ton of poison. There's only one left. It's all just going to go on you. Okay, not a ton. 7 is a decent amount. But you attacked me a bunch, so now you have 12. No attack incoming. We're in that intermediate form. We could get to monster form. We've got Swamp Ambush. I don't get to use it very often, so we'll use it. In monster form, we do more damage, so I guess we can do that. But I don't have any follow-up attacks, do I? Yeah, that's unfortunate. I guess we're just going to block up. I'm at full health. There's no reason for me to change form or anything, so let's just get a bunch of block, I guess. Let the poison do its work. Keep downgrading my cards. It's only for this particular fight, though, so it's not a huge deal. It's not like we get anything permanently downgraded. Hey, we got a brick we can throw. I am in human form. No attacks coming out. We can get the monster form pretty easily, so we're probably going to do that. Before I do, just because... We'll get a little bit of block. Alright, let's hit. Go to monster form. Throw a brick. Do we want to do Predator? We could do Predator and this. That would level that card up. So yeah, let's do this first. Oh, killed him before we got to do it. Oh well. That's fine. What do we get? 3 extra energy. Ooh, that's pretty strong. Alright. Get some block leveled up. Get our swarm maxed out. Nice. A little bit more block on that card. Hey, we've got chance. 8 and 8 for 2. Not really sure I like that. 7, 7. This is 9, 9. Oh, this way we can do it in any form, it looks like. I'm going to keep it for this particular form. It's the only one I have that I can use only in that form, so I'm kind of fine with it. From these, I'll take Alpha, which I don't even have. I usually have quite a few of those in a lot of my decks. I like the 0 cost, even if it's a low attack card. Okay, so we could get to the Merchant. I'm totally fine. I mean, we could improve our insight, but unfortunately this character, I think the way it works in here is you pay sanity to gain insight. I don't have sanity, so I don't think I can actually get my insight back other than the card that I have, which is unfortunate. Yeah, let's just head towards the Merchant, I think. There are other creatures we can fight here other than those we've seen. There are some really odd ones. Alright, big, horribly ugly spiders. Yes, shoot them with lightning. I do not appreciate the spiders. We did start in our monster form, so I can dish out a lot of damage, but I do have a lot of damage coming in. You we can probably kill. Probably. We have a lot of damage potential here. Got the Monster Menace. So it's already 31. That's already a kill. Can I kill you with this instead? No, not quite. That's too bad. Okay, let's kill you with that. Didn't get anything useful. We could change form, though, before we want to do anything else. I do have a block, so I wouldn't mind saving a block. You're both poisoned. You're slightly hurt, so let's get a hit on you. Because it's a cold stack there, too. Potentially, we could use the Swamp Ambush if we change, depending on what form we end up in. Human form... Okay, give me the block. We take less damage in human form. I could try to risk it to maybe get the Swamp Ambush out too. I don't want to take the extra damage, but we could use Insight. Let's give it a shot and see. We ended up back in monster form. That's too bad. Alright, let's try changing. Alright, there we go. Demi-human, so we can do some damage and get some block. Not as much as I need, though. I do have a stun everything if we need to. We've got remove block, we've got the 20 damage, and we've got the 3 extra actions. We're just going to suck a bit of damage here, that's fine. Since I regenerate. And I'm doing damage to them as they hit me. I'd like to do more, but... Okay, we've got a sanity attack come in, that's going to give me some insight back. Excellent. I don't need the block for these human-only cards, but I could get this leveled, so I'm going to go ahead and play that just to level the card. I do want to get the Swarm out, but we could go Roar and then hit really hard in monster form. Let's just get some poison. Because right now they're toxic, it looks like, so if I hit them... Well, actually, I'm immune to poison, so never mind. Doesn't even matter. I'm immune to bleed and toxin with the build that I've got currently with the relics and items that I have, so not a problem for me. I think that's actually really helpful. We could just throw out some attacks in this form. But I can get 2 out. We could do a roar and then still hit somebody. So, sure, let's do that, since you are vulnerable. 20 damage out. And your sanity attacks are just going to give me insight, which I'm perfectly happy about. Thank you. It's exhausting some cards, though. Got a brick. Human form to start with, still a lot of attack damage coming in. No special blocks for human form. I can get some agility. Which, yeah, it's a lot of damage coming in, so let's do that. We could just poison a bunch. I could just block. Then just do a little bit of damage. So we have that covered if we stay in this form. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, you're open to attack, so I'm just going to spread the damage a little bit. We have the big monster menace attack. Let's get this one level 2. So that would be 33 damage. Yeah, sure, why not? Get a balance. That would mean I would take more damage because I go to demi-human form. I would regenerate a little bit more. I'm fine because I'm not actually taking any damage. I'm going to regenerate 1. And I'm going to do some damage to them when they hit me. Gain even more dexterity because they're attacking me. Alright, we're in demi-human form. Nothing special. We do have some cheap attacks. I don't have any way to change form. Sanity attack incoming, that's totally fine. Again, you are a bit more exposed now, buddy, so I think we're just going to beat you to death. Possibly. Just trying to focus on playing cards that I'm going to level. That will definitely kill you. Nice. Kind of wanted to play the evolution, but dump a bunch of poison on you instead. I'm fine with that. Trying to take my cards away. It's not going to work. I just do too much. Sight. Some flies. Alright, we are in human form. If I switch forms, I will take more damage. I don't think I need to. I don't really want to burn too much of my insight. I'm trying to save it up. Like I said, I've got a maximum of 15 right now. Let's do this, this. Give me some more dexterity. And we'll do a little bit of damage. Hey, got a cold off as well. So I keep regenerating. Alright, we got more flies. Let's just use those up. No attack incoming. Okay. We can use my swamp ambush. So I might as well. Throw a poke at you. Enjoy that. Yeah, nothing I can level up here. So we can kill you pretty much any way I want to. Let's just jump on you and tear you apart. Like, I am the major threat. I'm the tentacled monstrosity at this point, causing problems. So this is going to give me extra actions too. Is that better than the 20 damage? This is really good. This can really be helpful. This is really good. 20? I mean, it's good, but extra actions are probably better. So I'm going to take the extra actions. Alright, we get this maxed out. Nice. Get that maxed. At this point, I usually have a lot of stuff maxed out, but in this case I don't. We can go for a 10 anytime, which I have one already, or we can do 8 and 9 if poison. Let's do that, because I am doing a decent amount of poison. Here, I don't want another swamp ambush. Cold-blooded is okay. I'll take another chameleon, I guess. Okay. So, let's get to the merchant. So here we can take a look at this and see our weird option here. Since there's not a lot of different things in this zone. Place of power. Wandering through the strange world, you come across a bizarre organism. It secretes a thick fluid from its orifices, occasionally releasing colorful vapors or perhaps spores. And closer to the ground, some kind of fruit dangles from it. So eat the fruit, get some health, but lose insight. Inhale the vapors, we get sanity for health, but I don't have sanity, so I can't do that. Drink liquids, restore insight for sanity. I don't have sanity, so I can't do that. So all I can do is exchange insight for health. Not interested. Move on. Okay, we have access to the merchant. I do have a good amount of money. I've never had 1,000 or more, so I'm kind of curious. Let's do another thing just to see what we can get to before we get there. We could try the elite fight. You know what? Let's give that a shot. It'll give us a relic as well. I don't remember if there's elites unique to this zone, or if it's just an amped up version of another elite. Or we can get 3 elites from an earlier zone. Alright, some lightning going out. So, welcome to 3 Gugs. These guys are pretty strong. Not crazy strong, but pretty strong. No attacks incoming. I think we'll just change form and see what we can do. Since we're here, so we have some attacks. I could get the toxicity going, though. But they're not attacking me at the moment. Let's see what we can do. Demo-human form. I mean, that's better than human form for doing damage. I mean, I've got the card. Let's see. We end up back in human form. Fine. Since we're in human form, we'll start defensively. Give me that. And I guess we'll just do some damage to somebody. It doesn't really matter. You're already hurt a little bit, so we'll just smack you up. Oh, we got a parasite over here. So you should probably be my first kill. Getting some dexterity. Okay, lots of attacks coming in this time. I am in a bad form for it, so if I can change form, I'll be better off. You're hitting me for a lot. I don't think I can kill anybody here. Okay, before we do anything else, let's poison you guys. I mean, we can get a lot of strength and throw out a hit, but I might want the dexterity instead with a lot of attacks coming my way. If we're in a really bad shape, we can always use our items and things too. So, let's smack you. Let's hit you again. Then give myself another action. Spread out some poison. Give myself another action. Let's see if I can get into human form. Okay. Then I can get a bunch of block. Or we can get 3 dexterity. Let's go with the block. That blocks some of the mess coming my way. I can live with that. I mean, we could stun everybody. but they're going to get poisoned and take damage from each attack. And I'm gaining dexterity as well. So actually, because of the dexterity there, I didn't take anything. Alright. Some free block. No attacks coming in. We have our target we want to kill first. Give me some strength. This is 33. Can't quite kill you, but the poison will finish you off. Use the evolution. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Get a parasite. Well, I get a spider, because it was living inside his flesh. Alright, we got vulnerable out on him. Nice. That's one of my relics. Okay, we could get in a monster form, throw out a bunch of attacks. We could then get out of monster form. Then I can't do as many hits if I wanted to. Alright, who's more hurt? So you got more poison stacks. This one, Annie's got more damage. So let's go for you. I do want to keep leveling this, so we'll use that. How much would this be? 46. That is a truck ton of damage. So I feel like I kind of have to do it. We're finding kind of whatever form I want to go to. So we'll go demi-human and we'll get more block just to level that card. Dies to the poison. Another vulnerable popped out on him. No attacks coming in as well. We're in monster form already. Definitely get my insight, thanks. We'll take some free block, because why not? Well, I'm already in monster form, we can still play this as an attack. Let's just do some damage. Too bad I can't do more. Play the evolution again. I'm at full health, just play the block just because. Nearly died to the poison and the cold and stuff. Well, now you're doomed. Don't even have to do anything and you die, but I would like to play some cards. Unfortunately, I think anything I play is going to kill you. Well, that won't, because I'm in human form, so we're doing less damage. Alright. XP on both of those. Still at full health. Get a relic. Neither one of these I have a set for. So, Wither to the hero at the beginning of the turn, so opponents can't restore HP. Not terrible. This one, apply Dexterity 2 when an enemy is defeated. I kind of like that a little better, but only works if there's more than one opponent. Against a boss fight, not so much. Both are decent. But I think I'm going to go for, like, you can't heal. I think we'll take that. Summons a crow. I mean, we'll take it, but it's not going to help us much. So, this one is a 50% chance to draw a card. I already have something that is guaranteed to draw one at the beginning. Talisman. Is that a talisman? No, it's hands. I don't use the ruby ring that often, but we might need it in a fight. So I'm going to stick with what I've got, I think. Upgrade that. Yeah, I mean, the only thing... So 10 extra health, pretty helpful. Energy when we defeat somebody. The aura helps me early on, avoiding, like, negative stat effects. And then this, I want to draw the extra card. Yeah, the ruby ring has helped me. So, yeah, let's keep it. I think it's better. Yeah, I'll take another explore the area. Sweet. My insight definitely could use some help occasionally. Alright, we've got 2 merchants up and ready to go. We've got over $1,000, which is crazy. Another elite foe fight, another elite foe fight. Okay, well, maybe we'll hit both merchants and then go to the elite foe fights. Get even more relics. I don't know what the merchant is doing in this zone. He's just fine, wandering around, basically as the Joker.
Look who's here.
Okay, none of the cards I'm interested in. I could sell the crow thing. What is this? Shock damage. None of those really excite me that much, but the crow one doesn't either, honestly. Yeah, nothing that fantastic. What do we got? I do have one part of this. Mental Barrier 4. We have a chance to dodge curses. I think that's pretty helpful. I'll take that. So this one is increase max by 2, restore 2, increase max by 2, restore 2. That's, it's worth giving us some extra insight. Doesn't affect us if we don't have sanity. Apply Burning 2 to all enemies at the beginning of any monster melee. I don't know if these count as monster melees, but I'll take both of them, sure. Fine with that. We still have $700, so we can buy a bunch more stuff too with the other vendor. Yeah, I'm fine with what we've got.
If you don't
the bite is slightly tempting. I don't have one. Let's hit up the other merchant, I think. And we might just do elite fights back to back and see how they go. But like one bad fight at this point could do just a ton of damage.
Look who's here.
I have one part of this, no parts of this, one part of this. Okay, we'll take the bricks. That helps me build stuff for meta progression. This one applies Seduce to random enemy at the beginning of the hero's turn. You have to get, was it 5 stacks? So 5 turns before it's going to do anything really. Increase combo, block combo. Sure, I'll take that. I've got money, so I'll take that too, I guess. Why not? We could take the alpha creature, maybe. Yeah, why not?
Come again.
What I could use is some more card draw, possibly. Okay, so there's another merchant there. Mysterious organism. Alright, let's go for an elite fight. We'll do this one first. If we come through relatively unscathed, we'll do the next one right off the bat. Just give me more relics. Okay, this is like the Haunter in the Dark or something? Haunting Horror. Got so many things kicking off. So you're doing a sanity attack, which just gives me insight. Totally fine with that. Not a problem. Could try to get into monster form, do some damage. I'll play the chameleon just because. So let's see. Human form, Let's try to get monster form. No. Let's try to get monster form. There we go. I'll take the strength. I would like to level this, but let's just do a bunch of attacks. And I'm gonna get something anyway, so you know what? Let's just summon the crow too. Why not? He's not very strong, so he's not really gonna be that helpful for most of these fights anyway. No point saving him for like the boss fight. And the crow's gonna absorb a bunch of attacks. Okay. Actually, he's hitting both of us the same. I'm just taking less because I'm in human form. So since we're in human form, can I do anything interesting? We can get some dexterity. We can change into monster form. If we change into monster form, I don't have a way out other than insight, it looks like. So I'm kind of fine with, yeah, just give me some dexterity. Let's just do some weak attacks. I think that's fine. Still have 3. Could do the leap, but it'd only be 16 rather than 28 some damage. I do have a lot of hits coming my way. I mean, I'm tempted to give myself actions and just keep doing stuff, because we are taking a big hit here, but... Okay, that'll give me a little tiny bit more block, I guess. Are we making him angry when we hit him? Is that what's going on? Yes, okay. That's the problem, I see. I could stun him. I'm fine just taking a little bit of damage. Since I regenerate. Killed my crow. Okay, now you're just blocking. That's fine. Let's get into monster form. Just do damage. Nice big chunk of damage there. Keep dishing it out, or add poison, or get a free card. Let's just keep dishing out damage. Wait, do you have Wither? He does have Wither, so I'm not healing. Just noticed that. Okay, fine. Give me some insight. I don't appreciate that. You're pretty banged up. Theoretically, we could maybe kill you. I don't know. We could do 15 more poison. That's not going to be enough to do much. You've got 26 block right now. That's a bit difficult to deal with. I can block a bit, not everything. If I change form, we only have 2 attacks. I don't know if that's enough. We've only got 1 strength at the moment, so probably it wouldn't be enough to kill him. So I'm gonna throw out a bunch of block. Still not enough. I could stun him, but I kind of want to save the stun for something a bit more dangerous. God, he's got 14 strength right now. That's crazy. That's my problem. We attacked him a bunch, didn't kill him, then can't kill him this turn. If I attack him again, he's just going to do more damage. We're just going to hit shield, so it's not going to do anything. So I kind of don't even really want to attack him if I can't kill him. Where they're stopping me from healing as well, which really sucks. Okay, taking some damage, but we should be able to kill you now. Oh, we got a stun off too, look at that. Didn't even need it. Okay. I mean, we literally only got a brick. So we have to try to get into monster form. It's still not going to be enough. Can't heal, which really sucks. Okay, we can kill you this turn for sure. I'm already in monster form, we got a whole bunch of attacks, you're doomed, so let's just send it. Try to level some cards here too. Well, that'll kill you. Fine. I could have taken that and gotten more insight. Alright, what do we got? Is this going to give me a set? Random Blessing. It will. I think. Isn't it 3? Yeah. I'm not even sure I've ever gotten the Eye of Providence before. I probably have. I didn't get an achievement, so I must have. 2 aura to the whole team beginning of any battle. Nice. So here we get some bricks. Okay. 2 consumable slots. Eh. Let's keep it free. Next card. We could take a bite, sure. Okay, we did take some damage, mainly because he had Wither and I couldn't heal through anything. We could take a regular fight before we do the Elite and try to heal. Or I could exchange Insight for healing. Let's try a regular fight and see if I can possibly get some healing going during the regular fight before we take on the next Elite. If I have to, we can exchange Insight for healing before we get to the boss. Oh, it's these lizard people. Looks like we just lit them all on fire too as well. Awesome. Okay, so these guys... Oh, actually that's a bad thing, we lit them on fire. Character deals additional damage for each ally with the same status. They're cold-blooded, so burning doesn't affect them, and we've got some weakness on them. Are these the guys that regenerate? I thought there's an enemy I fought that when they're on fire they actually regenerate, so at least it's not these guys. We are in monster form, so we want to throw out some damage for sure. Give me some strength. We'll do that first. A little bit of block. Who can we kill? You're slightly damaged already, so let's go for you. Give you some poison as well. I could probably just kill you. Yeah, let's just kill you, because I get a free action out of it. At this point, probably change form, block is probably the best call. I do regenerate more in this form. And we can block everything, so let's just do that. So I can also, since we can actually heal, I can just not take some actions and get a bunch of healing too for my ring. Okay, we got some vulnerable on them. No attacks coming in. We're in human form, which isn't necessarily ideal if we want to do damage. Insight, thank you. Let's change form. Okay, we go right to monster. We do have the leap. 28 some damage. What's your thing with... Yeah, that's cold-blooded, okay. Yeah, the cold-blooded. Is that where it is? Yeah, they instead restore, so the fire does heal these guys. Thankfully, the fire's going to go away soon. You've got just a ton of block. So you effectively have 100, you've got 98. But I can rip through your block pretty well. We could throw some random attacks around. That's not a terrible idea either, since we've got the monster menace. Okay, we can switch back into Demi-Human too. Let's do this and just throw some random hits around. Almost got you. Go back to Demi-Human for more regen. Could have grabbed some bricks there with my consumable, finished him off. Probably should have, but we can do it now if we need to. Oh, lots of attacks coming my way. And 28 from you. Okay, well we can just kill you outright, that's fine. Can I kill you with a brick? I can. Let's do that. Okay. So, I have a lot of damage output. You are not the one attacking me, you are. Give me a bunch of strength. No poison on anybody, but I can do just a crap ton of damage, so we'll do that. Okay, get you. I don't want to end this too soon, though. I do want to regenerate some health. So, what do we do? Fine, let's poison you. Get some block. see what you're gonna do. Okay, we're in a good form to heal. I don't have to do anything. Wouldn't mind getting your poison up a bit, though. So sure, let's do that. And I'll save some action points to heal with. I'm just going to use my free attack and that's it. Okay, you're already taking a lot, but I'll just get some healing from the ring, some regeneration. Okay, he's going to die no matter what at this point, which is unfortunate. He's attacking me for a lot, so I think we just finish you off. We'll try to get this leveled. Same. Kill you with that. Get some more XP on that. We have taken a bit of damage. We healed some. I can't even use this because we don't have sanity to lose. Or will it just give me 15? I don't know. Some of the other stuff I just couldn't use when it did stuff like this. We could get rid of it and see. Like, get rid of the bricks. Take this and see if we can heal with it. But I might not be able to use it at all. Give it a shot. Alright, next thing. I do have a couple of these. We got a couple of these. I don't mind any of these necessarily. But I feel like I'm drawing too much block. So, yeah, give me a bite, I guess. Alright, I think we're slightly better off than we were before. So we could exchange insight for health. Let's go do the elite fight first and see what happens. And I'm going to see if I can heal right off the bat, like very first thing. Oh, it's Nyarlathotep. Okay. Oh, we healed at the beginning because of one of my relics, because it's an elite fight. Excellent, excellent. Okay, we're in human form, so yeah, it looks like I can't use it, so I'm assuming it'll work. Alright, what do we want to do? We could change form in order to do more damage. We might as well just go with some poison. Since it's not very random when there's only one person to target. Let's switch. Alright, monster form, excellent. I have a brick. Have some poison. Have some extra damage because you're poisoned. Get this card leveled. And I'll even switch forms because why not? Thank you for the insight. Did almost 100 damage there right off the bat. 17 attack coming in. We can get to human form. I mainly just have a lot of blocking here, it seems like. Let's go chameleon. Give me the toxicity. Put me in human form. So we've got the block covered, and you're going to be poisoned when you attack me. Enjoy. Alright, monster form again. Insight? We're actually almost maxed out on insight now. Okay, I don't have anything that's going to give me too much, so let's get some strength, and then we'll just do a bunch of attacks. Because why not? Send in the claws. Do the roar as well. It doesn't really do anything. We'll swap and Chameleon. And we can even get our Swamp Ambush off. Actually, going to come out of this way better than I was before, it seems like. Okay, bunch of attacks. We could just kind of weather the storm. We have the option, for sure. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's 36 damage. Because with my shell, we'll block it. Do a little bit to you. Each attack's going to give him more poison and do some damage. And give me dexterity. Oh, we got vulnerable out. Max out my insight. Okay. Kind of need to go into monstrous form to do much damage. Let's give it a try. There we go. Took out the sharp tongue. Nice. Huge chunk of damage there. Poison takes away a bunch more. Okay, little tiny attack coming in. Let's get into monster form. What do we want to do? We could get the block level, well, a bit more XP and then a bit more XP on the Predator to finish you off. Just do that. Nice. Get out of that in full health. Didn't even have to use my item. I do have one item for that, it looks like. Deal 10 to random enemy each time you exhaust a card. I do actually have quite a few cards that exhaust. So we'll take that. Here we've got static charge. At this point it might be better than this item, honestly, so it seems like we're doing well on the healing. Spiky, I like the aura that I have, so I'll keep the aura. Keep the chameleon free. Card. Another metamorphosis. Not an awful choice. I don't need another boiling blood. Slippery snatch is okay. It's okay. The only reason it's okay is because it doesn't affect innate or talent. So a lot of the really nasty things are innate. You can't get rid of them anyway. So I don't really feel like it's that great for 2. I'll take the metamorphosis, I guess. And we'll carry on. Alright, we've got a good chunk of money. So we could go to the merchant again. It's just monster melees here. After the merchant, it's unknowns, which could be elite fights for all I know. Let's hit up the merchant. I hope we have enough money to just buy all the relics. Don't know why the merchant takes a while to load sometimes.
Well,
Like, wait a minute. You're here? What are you doing
look
here?
who's here.
Okay, we can't afford everything. So this one, increase max by 10, decrease sanity, that's fine, because I don't have sanity. This one, if we have 50% or less health, we summon a clay golem at the beginning of the battle. I mean, it's not likely to do anything, and gain a travel deck. Sure, I'll take it, I guess. It's not really going to help me much.
Come again, if you don't die.
I've been buying tons of relics in the last few runs, and I've only gotten like one set each time. I just have like tons of them. Oh look, another merchant. I don't have any money though. Well, actually it looks like it just it changed everything. Okay. Well, what do we want to do? I don't have any cash for the merchant, so we probably want to do a fight. We could do an unknown, just see what it is. I'm curious. It's probably a fight or an elite fight. Or a merchant.
Well.
Yeah, look at that.
Who's here.
Merchant. I can't afford any of your stuff. I'm sorry. And you do have some weapons, too, which would be interesting, potentially. So yeah, I'm just gonna
Come
leave. Sorry.
again, if you don't die.
So for my options, let's just do unknown. Like, if it's an elite fight, that would be great, because I get another relic. And I probably would come through okay unless there's wither involved. Oh! It's the Hounds of the Tindalos. So my first time I made it to the zone, these guys just ruined me because they do a bunch of bleed stacks. But am I in this run? In this run, am I immune to bleed? I don't remember. I'm immune to poison. I want to see all of my stuff. I don't remember. Yes, I have thick skin, so I don't take damage from bleeding. Excellent. Okay. Lots of attacks coming in, even though I am in human form. It is quite a bit. So we don't have much in the way of block at the moment. I can get some dexterity, so I'll do that. Have a little bit of block. I can throw out some damage. You're all on fire, which is good. You're the lowest health. So let's just do something. Give you some poison. I could just not play anything, heal a little bit. So I'll gain 4 health back because I am down from max because we gained that 10 extra health. Yeah, let's just do that. Gain 4. Gonna take some. The dexterity will help. So we're actually above where we were before, now up to 88. In monstrous form, they took a bunch of damage from the flames, so we should be able to kill somebody here. I do want my insight. I'll take the free block, because why not, I guess. Okay. Do I want to give myself the strength first? I only have 2 attacks, so yes. Or we could throw poison around. Not quite a kill there, unfortunately. But the burning should kill you. Okay, we got a vulnerable out. Could change form. We do less in this human form, so let's at least go to demi-human form. If we're going to do some damage. Who's attacking me? You are. Yeah, I mean, we could do some damage to you. Not poison, but we can give you poison. Then do more because you're poisoned. Finish you off. I still have the leap, but I pretty much only want to use that in monstrous form. We could try to change form. Let's see what happens. Potentially get out a really big attack. Like one more time? No. Alright, fine. So it's only 16 at the moment. But with my damage bonus, that's enough to kill you. I mean, yeah, sure, let's finish him off, because he was the one who's going to attack me. Give myself a chance to regenerate a bit. Okay. Could change form. We've got the Swamp Ambush, let's just play the Swamp Ambush. And I will play Metamorphosis just to try to get some XP on the card. We'll finish you off with this for more XP on the card. Not to full health, we're close. do get the bleed. I do like the razor, actually. Is it better than the static charge? We can choose who the static charge goes on, so I'm going to keep the static charge. We want the free version, yeah. And here, we do have lots of ways to get poison. Well, not lots, but we have some ways to get poison, so we'll take that. Poison 4 to everybody. Another 2-cost card I'm not sure is worth it. This is pretty good if we level it, but we're not going to have time to level it. So like a basic attack, maybe? I just don't want things that cost too much, is the problem. Let's just go with a basic attack at this point. Alright, we're on to the boss, so we'll use pretty much all the tools at our disposal once we get in here. Well, it's Dagon, isn't it? So you've got friends. You're what? So we can definitely do some damage to you. So deals initial damage for each ally with the same status. So all these guys count as the same. So doubled against targets with wet. So you know what? I'm just going to put all my static charges on you. Right off the bat. We're in monstrous form, so I can do a decent amount of damage. We can change form afterwards. I do have a lot of attacks coming in. We could dodge or block everything, pretty much. We could do random attacks, maybe get lucky with some kills. I don't have a lot of great attacks. We're doing 12. Tempted to do this, see if I get lucky. Okay, no kills, but we can definitely kill somebody now. 22 damage. Let's go for you with the most health. Switch form. Try to switch form again. I want to go into human form if I can. There we go. And we'll take 8 block. We could do more stuff, but I'm going to hold off here. We're okay at the moment. Thank you for the dexterity. I will take more insight, thank you. Okay. We can try to get into monstrous form to do more. Who's hitting me? You're hitting me for 37. Okay, that's a lot. I don't appreciate that very much, I will have to say. Let's kill you. Kill you. Let's try to change form. So in human form, we could maybe weather the storm a little bit. Some dexterity, some block. We killed a couple of his friends, so he's doing less damage. I can live with that, I think. Because we're going to heal from the ring, too. And my static just keeps zapping him. Alright, monster form again. No one's attacking me. We want to kill you, then move on. Still haven't gotten a brick yet, which is kind of odd. Okay, give me that. No attacks coming in, we'll just use this. Alright. I don't have any poison on anybody yet, either. That'll kill you. Now we can work on you. Got my frenzy off. Which is a shame he's not poisoned. I can't give him any poison. He's gonna block like crazy next turn. get a big hit, and I guess I'll take a little bit of block. Maybe I should have played this, because we had the toxicity. It's most likely he's going to hit me next turn, since he blocked up this turn. Yeah, not for much, though. Okay. Let's poison you. So we have that working in our favor. Try to change form. We do end up in monster form. Excellent. Let's just do a big, massive hit and turn back into human form after. Poison and the lightning doing work for us. Alright, monster form again. Sanity attack incoming, not a big deal. Fine with that. Give me some strength. I might use my ability here. Because I'd like to use the toxic tongue as well. Yeah, you know what, let's down some coffee. Slather you down with my toxic tongue. Throw a quick brick. Toxic bite. Killer instinct. Basic attack. Yeah, no point in me doing anything else. We just did a crap ton of damage to Dagon. Yeah, at this point, we are way more dangerous than anything we're running into out here. Alright, we're in human form. We can get out of it because I've got Roar. Meat attack coming in. Some insight. We could take some block if we wanted to. We will take more damage when we change, so sure. We'll get the Roar attack off. Alpha. Go with my tongue again. Let's go Metamorphosis. We'll do Evolution so we get a free card next turn. Gonna end this at like perfect health. Got 22 poison on him. We just got vulnerable and stunned him. This is a bad day for you, buddy. How do I want to kill you? There's plenty of ways. Well, okay, there's only a couple ways. Let's see if I can get it in monster form. Okay, that was easy. Well, I mean, anything is going to kill you. That's going to do 27. That's going to do 31. We'll just take you out. An easy victory there, actually, through that final zone. So this character can get really, really powerful, it seems like. But I've had really strong runs with other characters, too. And unfortunately, at the end, Bradley Poe was able to overcome all obstacles in their path and complete their mission. They were unable to return to society. Somewhere in the return journey, they disappeared without a trace. So wandering mad as a hatter out here in the chaos wastes and stuff, basically. No, we actually got a new record for elite foes killed. Very, very cool. So we got a decent amount of resources. I wonder if I can actually get resources I need. I unlocked some stuff still for this character, but I think it was all relics last time. We'll see if we unlock anything else for this character. So the character's in the DLC, the fourth zone is in the DLC, and there's a bunch of new enemies and stuff as well that are in that zone mainly. Thank you for the resources. Do you go up a couple? Did we unlock anything? We did unlock some cards. Exhaust, gain Adaptation 1. Starting turn, gain 3 block or 3, it's like Fury, basically. Gain Riposte. Haven't seen that before. At the beginning of each turn, all block is converted into charge. That's really cool. Interesting. And more relics. Which unfortunately just kind of dilutes the relic pool a bit, so it's kind of hard to actually get stuff going. Okay, we could finish off Cartographer, so an extra travel decked. We could get Meditation restores insight to maximum. What's more useful? I'd kind of like to max all these, so we'll do that. And I can still get the Cartographer. This one, we need one of the yellows. Alright. So I only have Psychiatry left to do. I have the steel. I don't have the bricks. So I need one of the yellow ones, which we can turn 3 of these into a yellow. So I just need one more and some bricks, and that's it. And I'll probably be done with the game, honestly. I haven't gotten any new like achievements for this in a while, even though I've gotten a few relic combos. Like I got a relic combo from the new DLC, but there wasn't a like an achievement attached to it. So I was kind of surprised with that. And beating the 4th zone, there's no achievement for that either. So I was kind of surprised there weren't more achievements. But with the additional relics, it kind of makes it harder to get some of those relic combos to get all of them together. But yeah, very cool. I like having a bit more of a challenge after beating the rest of the game. And the new character is pretty cool. Definitely like how, the different stuff you can do with the character, and then just how powerful you can get. But yeah, this has been more of Menace from the Deep. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Until then, have a good one.